It was supposed to be a day where we talked about a gritty point at Elland Road, a day we praised Matheus Cunha's clinical equalizer. But instead, Ruben Amorim has just set Old Trafford on fire. In the most explosive post-match press conference we have seen in years, the United boss didn't just defend his team, he declared war on the board. He name-checked Gary Neville, he called out selective leaks to the press, and he dropped a bombshell about his contract that has every United fan questioning the INEOS project. Is this the beginning of the end for Amorim, or is he finally standing up to the chaos? Today, we're doing a massive deep dive into the 1-1 draw at Leeds, the tactical struggle of the 3-4-3, and the civil war brewing between Amorim and the recruitment team. This is United Insight. Let's look at the football first, because it explains why Amorim was so tetchy. With 12 senior players out, including Bruno and Man Utd, United arrived at Elland Road with a skeleton crew. For 60 minutes, it was a tactical stalemate. Leeds were aggressive, suffocating our build-up, and United looked like a team that hadn't played together, which, let's be honest, they hadn't. The breakthrough for Leeds in the 62nd minute was painful to watch. Brenden Aaronson ghosted past young Ayden Heaven, who just looked a step slow to the second ball. At that moment, it felt like the wheels were coming off. But the resilience of this squad under Amorim is undeniable. Just 3 minutes later, we saw the Amorim effect. A quick transition, a line-breaking pass from the substitute Joshua Zirkzee, and there was Matheus Cunha. One touch, bottom corner. 1-1. Cunha now has 8 goals for the season, and without him, United would be in the bottom half. We nearly won it late on through a Sesko header, but a draw was the fair result. However, the real drama started the moment the referee blew the final whistle. If you haven't seen the footage, Amorim was asked about the lack of January signings and his comments on Christmas Eve about spending a lot of money. He didn't just answer. He erupted. He told the room, "I came here to be the manager of Manchester United, not to be the coach." That is clear. He then dropped the line that is trending everywhere. It's going to be like this for 18 months, or until the board decides to change. What does this actually mean? To me, it sounds like Amorim feels betrayed. There are rumors that Jason Wilcox and Dan Ashworth have been selective with the information they give him regarding the budget. Amorim wants Carlos Baleba now. The board wants to wait. By saying he's only here for 18 months, which takes us to the end of his contract in 2027, he's effectively telling INEOS, back me or find someone else to be your puppet. He even took aim at the pundits, saying if people can't handle the Gary Nevilles of the world, then the club needs to change. It was raw, it was honest, and it was incredibly dangerous. Tactically, we have to be honest, the 3-4-3 looked suffocated today. Without the natural wingbacks like Noussair Mazraoui or Amad Diallo, the system contracts. We saw Patrick Dorgu trying his best on the left, but he lacked the overlapping support he usually gets. Because we were so narrow, Leeds were able to crowd the midfield. Man Utd and Casemiro were forced into 50-50th battles all game rather than being able to dictate play. This is exactly what Amorim was hinting at when he said he needs the right profiles. He's trying to play a high-complexity system with a low-availability squad. The fact we are 6th in the table is actually a miracle given the injury list. But Amorim clearly thinks we've hit a ceiling with the current personnel. A few standout performances to note. Lisandro Martinez was a 9/10 for me today. He held that backline together with sheer aggression. Sen Lamens also deserves credit for that world-class save in the 89th minute to preserve the point. And then there's Joshua Zirkzee. He's had a tough ride lately, but that assist for Cunha was sublime. Owen Hargreaves said after the game that Zirkzee must start against Burnley on Wednesday because that's the only one who makes Benjamin Sesko better. Sesko looked isolated again today. He needs a connector like Zirkzee next to him, especially while Bruno is out. On the flip side, we have to protect Ayden Heaven. He's 19. He was thrown into a derby at Elland Road because we have no fit senior center-backs. He made a mistake for the goal, but the vitriol he's getting on social media is a disgrace. He is a victim of the injury crisis, not the cause of it. So where do we go from here? We travel to Turf Moor to face Burnley on Wednesday night. Scott Parker's side are struggling in 19th, but as we saw today, any team can cause this depleted United side problems. The bigger question is, what happens in the boardroom tomorrow? Will Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the INEOS team react to Amorim's public challenge? If we do see movement on a midfielder like Baleba or Adam Wharton in the next 48 hours, the tension at Carrington is going to be unbearable. I want to know your side. Are you Team Amorim or Team Board? Is he right to demand more power, or has he been too disrespectful to the club? Drop your thoughts below, I'll be hearting the best comments. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe for our Burnley preview tomorrow. As always, glory glory Manchester United.